Hey everybody, welcome back to another First Impressions. This time around I'm taking a look at Jim Jones and the Righteous Mind with their debut LP, Supernatural, on Masonic and Hound God Records from 2017. Now this is a record that was sent to me. I was intrigued by the cover art, no less, but I didn't really know much about Jim Jones. I know he's been around a while, he's been in several different lineups, so I went into this in the complete unknown. The album starts with a song called Dream, and it's this interesting mix of piano and distorted guitar, and it doesn't seem like it would work, but then it does, and immediately they crank this album up to 11. It's probably one of the loudest songs on this record, and that being said, it's loud, it's in your face, but it's not necessarily a song that's my favorite, but I think in terms of the sequence, it's a great album opener. Track 2 is Bass is Loaded, and here's where you see Jim channeling his inner Tom Waits. I was actually very impressed he can get down in that lower register and still have enough volume and grit to come out. This is a very grungy, gunky, grinding type of a song, and I actually really like this na na na's part that comes after the chorus, and I think it really works on this song. Another thing I really like is that during the bridge, there's this piano breakdown I think is really effective. And lastly, the guitar solos on here are actually really good. So track 3 is Something's Gonna Get Its Hands on You, and while I really like the intro and the Bo Diddley beat used throughout the song, I find that the chorus feels out of place. It just doesn't quite work for me on this song. I think it's the instrumentation and the chords used. It's a little jarring coming from the verses into this chorus. But that being said, I do really like the breakdown during the bridge part. To me, this fits the song much better than the chorus does. So track 4 is No Fool, and I really like how hard-edged the opening is. The drums and bass are really pushed in the mix and they really shine on here, as well as Jim's vocals. I think they really work well on this track. So rounding out side 1 is All Decide, and it's actually got this surprising jazzy piano intro. And overall, this song's got a lot of things going on. It can be conflicting at times in terms of what sort of instruments are being played and the style that they're being played. And honestly, I don't know really what to make of this song. You know what? Overall, I think it does work. I really think they pulled it off on this song, and it is the catchiest song off of this album. In years, it's me giving you a warning. Side 2 opens with Boil Your Blood, and this one has got this really interesting sound on it. It sounds like a theremin, but I don't think it is because there's no one credited as playing that, so it could be a pedal steel guitar. I also want to mention that the bass and guitar tones are excellent on this track. Track 2 is Shallow Grave, and this is definitely a song you're gonna wanna play at a Halloween party. It's much softer than the rest of the songs, and it really shows off Jim's singing. I feel like
watching the moon tonight from a shallow grave I made.
Up next, we have Heavy Lounge #1, and this is where we dive into some psychedelic territory. No joke. This is probably my second favorite song off of here. Till It's All Gone has got to be my favorite song off of here. From the opening to the end, it's just so well put together. These guys really hit it off. One of my favorite attributes to this song is the drums. The drums are great on here, and the way they play with the guitar that has this really nice tremolo effect going on with it, it's just great.
These mornings.
Also, there's a great use of male choruses on this song, and actually throughout this whole album. You hear it in different tracks here and there, but on this song in particular, it works really well. Last song on the album is Everyone But Me, and this is where you hear Jim Jones stripped down, vulnerable, really pouring his heart out. This song is haunting. I love the use of pedal steel guitar on here. It makes it feel like a ballad, like a cowboy ballad, but more in a modern sense.
Everyone but me.
One of the most interesting sounds on here is a very low note. It sounds like a string bass. It's so deep down there, and it feels like someone dragging a bow across a bass, but I'm not sure that's the case here. It could be an organ, but it has this very eerie, rattling sound to where it's almost not even a tone, it's more of a feeling, if you know what I mean. And it just made me feel so uneasy listening to this whole thing.
Want you to become like everyone.
So let's talk about the packaging real quick. On the cover here, this is done by a French tattoo artist called Jean-Luc Navet, I think is how you say his name. Really quite striking, and honestly, this is a perfect fit for the music. I think you guys will agree. On the back here, you get a continuation, more of that really fine artwork. It almost feels like black ink on white clay type of etching as opposed to drawing or ink like that. What I really like is that the record comes in an inner sleeve that features the lyrics on one side, but even better, it has its own Ouija board. I haven't tried this, but I think it's great that they took the time to make this a really cool touch, and it really fits in well with the whole theme of the record. And speaking of that, it comes on black vinyl. This is side 1, and this is side 2. And lastly, it did come with a digital download code. Okay guys, that has been Supernatural by Jim Jones and the Righteous Mind. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to make of this record when I first dived in, but you know what? I actually really liked it. This is a solid record, great effort by Jim Jones and his band. And I think if you're into roots rock, grungy rock and roll, gritty rock and roll, kind of stuff with a little bit of a voodoo Halloween theme, this is gonna be right up your alley, so I encourage you guys to check it out. For everyone else, give it a spin, see what you think, and leave a comment down below. I wanna thank Fly PR for sending me this, and I wanna thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Hey guys, thanks again for checking out this First Impressions. Now if you're hungry for more, I put a playlist right there, as well as a video that YouTube will choose for me, so you know what to do. Go ahead and click away.